Hello, how are you doing today? You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. Hello. My name is Atilola, and today we are going to be having a very interesting conversation about your edges. We are going to be having a very interesting conversation about tips and hacks to grow your edges fast. Practical tips. My name is Atilola. I am a certified trichologist and a cosmetic scientist. I am the founder of Ethnic Hair Products, the founder of the Good Hair Tribe, the founder of African Naturalistas, Pure Formula, and the Trichologist. So today we are here talking about 10 tips or hacks to grow your edges fast. 10 hacks to grow your edges fast, and you want to be with me. Number 10 is going to make you like, oh wow. 10 tips, 10 hacks to grow your edges, 10 tips to grow your edges. So let me know in the comment section if you're chatting with me. Let me know, where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? Let me know in the comment section. It's all about growing our edges today, growing beautiful edges, growing full edges. These are all my hair. These are all my edges. See how full they are, right? So today we are pumping it up, talking about growing long edges, growing long hair, and restoring your edges. That's what we are talking about today, growing your edges back. Growing your edges is what we are talking about today. So let me know in the comment section exactly where you are joining from. Let me know where you are joining from. Let me know where you are joining from. Let me know where you are joining from. It is time to grow your edges back. Let me know. So, like I said, if you're just joining, my name is Atlola. I'm a certified trichologist. I'm a cosmetic scientist, and everything you'll be hearing today is from the roots of science. Is from the roots of science. Everything you're going to be listening today is from the roots of science. Everything you are going to be listening to today is from the roots of science. 10 tips, 10 hacks to grow your edges back. Number one hack. Who is ready for number one? Number one hack. Number 10 is going to blow your mind. So you want to hold up, you want to hold on tight till the very end and hear everything. You have to make sure that you have stopped all forms of extensions until your edges are fully restored. If you are interested in growing your edges, right? You are interested in growing your edges. Let's say your edges are already bad. If your edges are already bad, then you need to stop your extensions till your edges are fully restored. You need to stop your extensions till your edges are fully restored. You need to stop your extensions till your edges are fully restored. And if, for example, your edges are not bad, but you want to make sure that you do not lose your edges, then you want to make sure that your extensions are picked, are sectioned moderately and in a tiny manner. You want to ensure that your extensions are sectioned not in a tiny manner, but in a moderate manner. So they must be moderate, not tiny and not tight. Not tiny and definitely not tight. As if you haven't lost your edges already, but if you have lost your edges, you have to make sure that you stay away from extensions till you grow it back. So we are not allowed to even get moderate extensions. We are not even allowed to get moderate extensions at all if you have already lost your edges. So moderation doesn't come into play here. Moderation doesn't come into play here. What comes into play here is leaving the extensions totally. Leaving the extensions totally. Number two hack. Who can guess the number two hack for growing your edges back? The number two hack for growing your edges back. The number two, you have to stop all forms of wigs. If you have already lost your edges, then you have to either stop using wigs, or you have to use something we call the satin lined wig cap. Something we call the satin lined wig cap. Either you stop using wigs, or you use what we call the satin lined wig cap, because what these will do is that they are going to shave your edges. They are going to scrape everything off. So even when we are trying to grow your edges back, when we are trying to grow it back, the wigs will shave off whatever it is that that you have even tried to grow in the first place. So what they will do is that, remember that there's no extra hair there, so you don't have cushion, other hairs there to protect your head. So it's the long strands that are trying to grow out, that they're trying to come out, they will just shave off, right? So you have to, as much as is within your power, stay away from wigs if you already have hair loss around your edges till it grows back fully. However, if you don't have hair loss and you're trying to preserve what is already there, what you want to ensure is that you don't use wigs too often. And if you even have to use wigs, you will use the satin lined wig cap to protect your edges. So you will use the satin lined wig cap to protect your edges. You will use the satin lined wig cap to protect your edges if you you must use wigs. Because I understand that some people, they are they are not in the position to actually really choose. They can't really, they don't have choice. Like their hairline is so bad, and they probably work in a place where they meet celebrities every day, or they themselves are even celebrities, right? So they have to use the wigs. In that case, you will need to protect your edges with a satin lined wig cap before you use the wig on it. However, as much as is within your power, you can stay away and should stay away from the wigs as much as is within your power. As much as is within your power. Now, what is the number 3 hack? Remember, we are going to 10 hacks, 10 hacks or 10 tips for growing your edges back fast. For growing your edges back fast. We want 10 tips for growing your edges back fast. So, the number 3 tip for growing back your edges, the number 3 tip for growing back your edges, guess what it is? Guess what it is? Make sure you sleep. If you've already lost your edges, or even if you've not lost your edges, make sure you sleep with your satin scarf or your satin pillowcase, not satin bonnets. Not satin bonnets, not satin bonnets. Satin scarf or satin pillowcase, not satin bonnet, because there's already, for a bonnet, there's already tension around the elastic part there. There's already tension around the elastic part, and you don't want extra tension on your edges. So you use a satin scarf, or a satin pillowcase, or a combination of both. A satin scarf, a satin pillowcase, or a combination of both. A satin scarf, a satin pillowcase, or a combination of both. So ensure you are always sleeping. The reason why is because you don't want to use a regular cotton pillowcase, because your edges are already gone, and then your edges will shave off, right? If you have lost your edges, I can see somebody viewing product number 4. Check out the satin, the Fatal Edges sets there. So you have already lost your edges. Ensure that you sort out you sleep, because you don't want any cotton material around your edges. I'm going to talk more about that in around, I think, number 7. I'm going to talk more about this particular one in number 7. But ensure that you protect your edges. Ensure that you protect your edges. Ensure you protect your edges with a satin scarf or a satin pillowcase. We don't want cotton. Whether you have lost your edges or not, we don't want cotton around your edges. Cotton material, harsh fabrics, wool. We don't want them around your edges at all, at all, at all. We don't want them around your edges. Now, today we are going to also be showing the Fatal Edges set that you will also use to to restore your edges if you have issues with your edges. If you have lost your edges, you're trying to grow back your edges, you're trying to grow fuller hair, we're going to talk in detail about the fatter edges. Now, number 4 hack. Who can guess what number 4 is? Number 4 tip for growing your edges back fast. For growing your edges back fast. Make sure, drum roll, make sure you are not playing the finger game. The finger game. Make sure you are not playing the finger game, playing with your edges. You know, you're watching Netflix and chilling, and then you're like, oh, oh, oh. Or your spouse is running his fingers through your hair and is soothing you, is soothing your scalp. You're feeling so good. No, take your fingers off your scalp. Take your fingers away from your edges. Take your fingers away from your edges. Take your fingers away from your edges. We don't want your fingers around your edges because your fingers are going to be breaking your edges and shaving your edges off. Your fingers are going to be shaving your edges off. So we don't want fingers around your edges. Take your fingers away from your edges. These lines here are things that will shave your edges off. They might look very innocent. Those lines might look very innocent, like they cannot do any damage, but they are potential damage to your edges. So get your fingers away from your edges. Get your fingers away from your edges. Sun sets in the east. Stop saying edges. You're a professional. It's called hairline. It doesn't matter. I'm a trichologist. Thank you very much anyway. Sun sets in the east. Right? Thank you for your comments. But the layman, remember that we are not talking to professionals here. Right? This is actually to show you how professional we are. They are not actually edges. They are called the temporal region. Right? These are your temporal region, your frontal region, your occipital, your parietal region, and your occipital region. But I won't come here and say get it away from your temporal region. Your temporal region. It's called hairline, but people call it edges. And let me also let you know. Okay, let's leave that. So edges, hairline, and thank you for your comment. Sunset in the east. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you're actually watching. I think I appreciate very well that you're watching and paying attention. Sunset in the east. So edges, hairline, thank you very much. So get your fingers away from your edges. Do not shave your edges off with your finger lines. Thank you. All right, let's go to the number 5 hack. Now, this is for you if you have already lost your edges or your hairline, as Sunset in the East will say. If you have already lost your edges, please make sure that you do not use chemical relaxers around your edges. Don't. If you have already lost it, you don't want to lose it further. Now, if your edges are full, your hairline is full, and everything is good, ensure that you are careful with how you relax your hair. But if your edges are gone, you don't have anything, your alopecia is already on the rise. Your alopecia is already on the rise. Do not even go near chemical relaxers. Don't do it. Don't go near chemical relaxers because they are just going to think. So now here is why you don't want to go near those relaxers. Whatever hair that is trying to grow back from those edges, the hairline, is what we call vellus hair. That is what we call vellus hair. So we have terminal hair and we have vellus hair. I'm trying not to be too, not to go into deep hair science because I know that people from all over are watching and people that do not have like deep knowledge of hair science. But vellus hair is very thin. It's very thin, it's very fine. And when your edges are growing back, the vellus hair is what will start to grow back. That's the first type of hair. Remember, you've already suffered from the hair loss. That's the first set of hair that will start to grow back. So if you apply relaxer on hair that is vellus hair, it is going to fall back off. It's going to fall back off. If you apply chemical relaxers on the hair that is trying to grow back, on the vellus hair, is going to fall back off because your hair is already gone. Your hairline is already gone. So you don't want to apply relaxer on something that is struggling to grow back, that is striving to grow back. So the relaxers will just make, and then you be there saying, oh, my edges are not growing back. My edges are not growing back. They're not growing back. No, they are growing back, but you are sending it right back. You're sending it right away. You're sending it right away. So you want to ensure that you stop the relaxers. When your hairline has grown back to the level which you want it, then you can decide if you want to use the relaxers again. You can decide if you want to. I don't push relaxers. I don't encourage relaxers, but at the end of the day, everybody has the choice to make. But let's even get the edges back out first. Now, the next way, or the next hack for growing your edges, we've gotten to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've gotten to the 5th. Now we are going to 5 more hacks. Number 6 is stop pineappling your hair. Stop putting your hair in pineapple styles. Stop putting your hair in pineapple styles. So I will share my screen for those not on TikTok, for people joining us on other platforms, right? I will share my screen for people that don't know what pineapple style is. For people that don't know what pineapple style is, I will share my screen to show you what a pineapple hairstyle is. And you need to stop hair in pineapple styles because they are going to put tension around your edges. They are going to put tension around your edges, right? They are going to put tension around your edges. So you want to stay away from it. Totally. You want to stay away from pineapple styles. You want to stay away from pineapple styles. So let me open my tab, or I can even just show you. See all those styles that you take and you pack up all the way and you really slay the edges, right? You really slay the edges and then you move it and it's looking so beautiful. It's looking so cool. It's looking so nice. You want to stay away from those styles. They will do your edges no good. Trust me. When your hair is good, then when you have restored your edges back, you've restored your hairline back, then you can put your hair back in pineapple styles with moderation. But if you're trying to grow your edges, you're trying to grow your hairline, then you don't want to put your edges or your hairline in pineapple style. So let me see if I can share this with you, because I see I have the opportunity to share. Let me see if I can do this. If I can do this. Yes. All right. So if you're seeing my screen right now, you see the pineapple style. You will see the pineapples there. If you can see my screen. So that is it. That is it. You should try not to pack your hair up like that. Thank you for sharing my live, Vicky King. Thank you for sharing my live. Thank you, Vicky King, for sharing the live. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can share my live. So thank you so much. Share the live like Vicky King. Share the live on TikTok. Share the live. I'm really happy and I'm really grateful with that. So when you take your hairline like this, and it doesn't matter if you're on locks or what, when you take it like this all the way up and you pull it so tight, you look at the tension around my edges. You pull it so tight all the way just so that your edges can slay. Just so that your edges can slay. And you even go ahead, right? And then you even use gels and you lay it all the way. You don't want that. You don't want that. That's what is called pineapple style, right? And if you're on my other channels, you can see you don't want that. You don't want that. All right. So let's go to the next hack. Let's let's go to next hack. Hack number 7. We are going all the way to number 10, right? Make sure that your edges, you protect your edges with certain caps before wearing your hijabs. And I'm talking for the are people that are either Muslims or Jews or Sikhs, those people that belong to those regions where they have to cover their head, and many of those headgears have effects around their edges. There was a time when I can say over 15%, 50% of my clients at my hair clinic then were people from religions who had to cover their head all the time. Because while it is good to cover your head all the time, it is good to protect your hair or your hairline before wearing those hijabs, those turbans, those scarves. It is always good to protect your edges. And I'm going to show you ways you can protect your edges. So this is what we use as this is what we use, right? So we use something called the satin line recap. That's what we use to restore the hair loss of our clients. So for our clients that have to wear wigs, that have no choice but to wear wigs, we use this to restore their edges, right? For our clients that have to wear hijabs, we use this to restore their edges. So we flatten their head with this first. They can wear the wigs on top, right? So inside is the satin, outside is the wig cap, right? And you can get them from our website, from our TikTok shop, right? You can get them from our website, from our TikTok shop. So we use this to restore the hairline. We for people that have to wear headgear. So ensure that if you fall under the category of those people that have to cover their head all the time because of religious purposes or any other purpose, because other people might be covering their head all the time because of another purpose that I cannot tell. But if you have to cover your head all the time, ensure that you are protecting your head before wearing your hijabs, your turbans, especially for the Jews, the Muslims, the Sikhs, and other religions. Now, if you are African, where are my African queens? Where are my Nigerian queens? Where are my beauty, black beauty? You love to tie your gele. You love to tie, you know what you call gele? Let me show you. Let me share my screen for people that are on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. Where are you? Come, let me show you. All African queens who love to look good, but you are losing your edges in the process. You take the very harsh, George, the very harsh damask, and you put it on your head. You put it on your head, and these geles are so beautiful, extremely beautiful, beautiful geles. If you are not careful, they will shave off your edges. On my screen with you, right? And see what I'm talking about for people that don't know what I'm talking about, right? I'm going to share my screen with you. Come and see this beautiful, lovely tradition, but have the opportunity of doing damage to your hair. Look at my screen. See these beauties? If you are not careful, for those on TikTok, we are talking about the gele, right? The gele, those head wraps. They are so beautiful, but they have the ability to shave off your edges, especially if you're the kind of person that goes to party lots. If you love partying, you're always going for one African wedding, one traditional wedding, You always wear this to church. Before you tie this, the materials are so harsh. They are very harsh. I mean, you can even see when they are trying to pull it. When they are trying to pull it, they are trying to make sure it's tight. The materials are they are worse. They are 1,000 times harsher than cotton material. As they are pulling it and they are adjusting it and they are doing everything, the edges are just shaving off. They're just shaving off. And now what happens when you yourself already have issues with hair loss? Your hair will not grow back. It will not grow back. So back to this. If you want to wear your gele, you want to tie your headgears, you want to look like a beautiful Nigerian queen, African queen, we go back to this. Wear this before you tie your gele, before you tie your damask, before you tie whatever headgear, so that you can still look beautiful and know that your hair is protected. Remember, I said I was going to give you guys a lot of wonderful hacks today, a lot of wonderful tips. Even I myself on my way, this was I used, of course, trust me. That was I got married 10 years ago, exactly 10 years ago. This was on my head. Oh no, I didn't use this. I didn't use this. I'll tell you the truth. I didn't use this. I used a plastic bag. I used a plastic bag on my hair, and then I now allow them to tie the gele. So a plastic bag, some people might call it a nylon bag. Some people might call it, you can use a plastic bag, you can use a rubber shower cap, right? A plastic bathing bag. You can use a nylon bag for people that don't even have that. Regular nylon shopping bag. That's the shopping bag, right? The shopping bag, you can tie it on your head and tie the gele on top. Trust me. Everything you need to do to protect your edges. Everything you need to do to protect your edges. Everything you need to do to protect your edges. Sunset in the East said, I do thank you for these tips. They are very timely. Okay, I'm going to do that. Do a segment on why hair grows and then falls out. Man, segment on why hair grows and falls out, I will have to do like a series on it because there are several reasons, and I'll do it for you. I'll do it. So it will take us like maybe 5 different days because we have to take it one topic at a time, one reason at a time. So if you are talking about why it's falling out because of androgenic alopecia, we need to take it. If it's falling out because of secretory centrifugal alopecia, we'll take it one day. Every single, because there are reasons, alopecia areata, because of stress, autoimmune disorder, they are going to be one day. We cannot cover that. We can't put everything together in one 30-minute session. They are going to run for like two weeks. You understand? But I will do that. I'm just trying to make sure I'm consistent with showing up every day, right? I just want to make sure I'm trying to consistent with showing up at least 30 minutes every day or every weekday, so that so I will do that. Thank you, Sunsets in the East. All right, so we are done with the headgears. Hope you are my headgears tip, my headgears hack. All right, number 9. Number 9, before we go to number 10. Number 9 hack. You are going to use your fertile edges sets. Now, I brag on this because this is where we come in ethnic. I am going to go all out bragging on this, right? The fertile edges set is your number 9 tip to growing long and healthy hair. Sorry, to restoring your edges back, the fertile edges set. So this is what, so my name is Atlola, as you already know, like I said, I'm a certified trichologist. I've been a certified trichologist since 2014. That is 12 years now. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know it was up to 12 years. I've been a trichologist since 2014. I have been a cosmetic scientist also since 2014, right? I am the founder of 2 hair care brands, African Naturalistas and Ethnic, and I am a cosmetic scientist. I am the founder of the Trichologist. Now, how do we get, I'm going to show you how the results first, and I'll tell you why the fertile edges set works so well. While the fertile edges works so well. So if you are trying to go edges, you have to use the fertile edges set to restore your edges or your hairline, like Sunset in the East asked me to call it. You have to use the fertile edges set because the results are amazing. The results are amazing. Like when I say amazing, I mean amazing. Like when I say amazing, I mean amazing. So in this set, right, in this set, we have the edge restoring cream. We have the edge restoring cream in this set. We have the deep conditioning mask in this set. The deep conditioning mask in this set. We have the hair growth oil elixir in this set. And then we have the the eye growth powder in this set and the black soap shampoo in this set. See, guys, you don't even want to know what this set has done to people. Like, you don't want to know. If you like, just check in the description box. I already put the link to this set. If you are checking my screen, that is my hair clinic page, my Trichology page. These are results. Many of these results, we don't even ask for testimonials. Like, people see so much improvements that they have no choice but to bring testimonial. And I know that we only get about 10, maybe 2% of people coming back to testify. The remaining don't come back because probably they just feel, look, I've paid for the products. I don't need to come back to give my results after it's my products. But the ones that come back, these are the ones that come back, right? So these are the results that we see in where people use the fertile edges set. So if you're on TikTok, just go to the TikTok shop. I've already pinned it. This eye growth powder is a banger. Well, it is amazing. Like when it brings out the bald patches, and it's so potent and it's so good. It's a natural DHT blocker. It's so good that you have to soften the effects with the deep conditioning mask. It's so good that you have to soften the effect with the deep conditioning mask. That's how good it is. And then you use the hair growth oil. When you use this, and then you mix it with water, you mix it with water, form a paste, put it on. You can put it all over your hair if your hair is thinning, or you can put it in just the affected area. You rinse off, you use the black soap shampoo, everything, premium ingredients. Premium ingredients. You use the black soap shampoo, you wash, and then you now soften the effect. You need to balance out the very strengthening effect with the deep conditioning mask. And then when you're done and you're cleaned up and you use other products, you now massage with your hair growth oil elixir. That's all for your wash days. Once in 10 days, once in 10 to 14 days, you do that, and then you use your edge restoring cream every day. If you are joining us on other platforms, that is how we get the results that we get. That is how all these people, many of them, I think some of these people on this screen that I'm scrolling right now, I think I only worked personally with two or three of them. The remaining, they didn't work personally with me. As a trichologist, they didn't work personally with me. They just got the products and they moved. They just got the products and they moved. If you are on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, you can check the description box below. For US and Canada, you know where to get it. For US and Canada, I have your link. For Nigeria and other parts of the world, I have your link. Get those products. Get this product, the fertile edges set. And then lastly, to my ladies, your number 10 hack before we call this a day is exercise patience. It took you a long time to lose your edges, your hairlines. It took you over a period of time for it to get this bad. Don't expect that you start using products and you start implementing all these tips, and then in 1 week everything has come back. That's a lie. You lost the edges, you lost the hairline over 4 years. How do you expect it to grow back in 1 week? And what I don't like is people not being patient. And because they are not patient, they are not consistent with the products. They buy the products, they don't use it because after they get tired. Trust me, I'm there soon. And when I'm talking of getting tired, I come on TikTok and I'm like, no, I'm tired. 7 days, I've not seen anything. Not knowing that I've never been on TikTok. I've never been on TikTok. And then I come 7 days, I'm tired. I want to get the same results that people that have been on TikTok for 5 years are getting. No, you have to put in the work. Same thing with your hairline. You have to put in the work. You need to be patient. And when the hair starts to grow, you are not going to see it with your physical eyes at first. Because remember, I told you it starts growing as vellus hair at first. It starts growing as vellus hair, and you will not see with your physical eyes unless the trichologist like me, I use a trichoscope to look at it. But at first, you will not see with your physical eyes. It will be going. Then later, you begin to see with your physical eyes. And don't just look at your hair and say, oh, it's not growing. Do a before and after. Do a side-to-side comparison before you can tell that it's not growing. So let me know if you have any questions in the section, and we'll call it a day. Let me know. Let me quickly run through the 10 tips and start asking your questions right now. Let me quickly run through the 10 hacks. Start asking your questions. If I don't see your questions in the next 30 seconds to 1 minute, I will take it like you don't have any questions for me and you are good. All right. The first one is ensure that you have stopped using all forms of extensions if you have already lost your hairline. And if you have not lost your hairline, ensure that your extensions are not tiny and they are not tight. The second one is you stop using wigs if you have lost your hairline. And if you have to use wigs, ensure you use the satin lined wig cap like I showed you. And then ensure that you are not always fingering your hairlines. You are not always playing with your hairlines. Ensure that you have stopped relaxing or dyeing. Sorry, I forgot to say relaxing or dyeing your edges. Ensure that you are not putting your hair in pineapple styles, and I shared pictures of the pineapple styles. Ensure that as a Muslim, a Jew, a Sikh, or any of the religions that cover their hair, you are always using your satin line wig cap before you cover your head with it, before you cover your hair with your own religious caps. And also ensure that my African queens, you are protecting your edges before you wear your galas on top. And ensure that you are consistently using the fatter edges set, like I said. And then lastly, ensure that you use the ingredients called patience and consistency and diligence and discipline. Sunset in the East is asking, how long does it take for your hairline or your edges to grow back? Are you shading me because I said edges? Yeah, it actually varies. Some people, from my own work as a non-surgical hair loss restoration expert in past 40 years, you can see results come as fast as 4 weeks. So many results. So if you go to the websites to the screen that I shared that time, you see different hairlines, different timelines. Some see results as much as 4 weeks, as little as 4 weeks, and some wait for as much as 6 months to see major results. The results that started coming before then, but to see major, some will take as much long as 6 months, some as early as 4 weeks. The reason why is because the extent of damage on everybody's head, it varies from person to person. Some people, their edges were going, their hairlines were joined back, and they still kept abusing it. They still kept doing things to make it worse. Even when it told them that you are doing too much, they didn't mind. I mean, you see them on social media right now. They go to the stylist and they are still, there's no hair there, and they are still putting tension around it, and they are still, they are still crocheting, they are still doing a lot, and they call it whatever it is they call it. And I say there will be a time that there will be nothing to pick on your head anymore. Because if your hairline is this bad, if your edges are this bad, everything in this bag, and you are still picking it so tightly and gluing it, then one day there'll be nothing for you to pick anymore. So those kinds of people, when they come to restore their edges, it might take them as long as 7 months, 6 months. But some person that their hairline just fell off after like a few incidents, then it would take them maybe 4 weeks. So you cannot really compare, but it varies from person to person. But what I encourage my clients to do all the time is start taking pictures. Don't take pictures every day because you might get frustrated. Like I get frustrated with coming on social media to teach sometimes, but take pictures once a month. Start doing month one. That's how we get all these testimonials, because we tell our people to take pictures, right? That's how we get all these testimonials. Week one, week two, I'm sorry, month one, month two, month three, month four, and then we pack all the uh, those pictures together and we observe. In fact, sometimes when we observe month one and month two, we might not see anything because remember, when it starts growing, we don't see it with our physical eyes. But by month three, we start seeing month four, we start seeing month five. You understand? So we have, and even when I do masterminds, because I have hair loss masterminds, like a hair loss recovery program that I have. When we do masterminds, we tell people I make sure they send in their pictures before every session starts so that I'm gathering all the evidences. So it's my job as a trico to gather the pictures of my clients and to do all the comparisons. All right then. So if there are no other questions, I think this has been my longest class this week, 41 minutes. Thank you guys so much. It was so good joining you all. Till I see you again. I'll try to come tomorrow. I'll try. I can't promise. I'll try to come tomorrow, but I know that I'll be consistent on weekdays, but I'll try to come tomorrow. Have a lovely, beautiful weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I'll see you on Monday. Bye.